Mark, you've been through a lot of these with us, these kind of postseason kind of things. How do you see this season? Is this season different or in what ways is this season different than past?
Than the past?
Yep.
I don't know. It's not any different than last year. We're not making the playoffs. We didn't win in enough games. And obviously, I'm pretty sure the guys in the organization want to make the playoffs. So hopefully that changes next year.
Do you see a degree of progress this year, though, in terms of you guys were in a lot of close games? Obviously, you have the young players in here. Do you see some progress at least?
Yeah, some progress. Yeah, we were competitive, but at the end of the day, you want to win games. You want to make the playoffs. The young guys especially the guys on the back end. The guys up front did too, but I saw huge progress in the guys on the back end take big steps forward. Hopefully we build on this and come into next year even more competitive, even more wins, and making the playoffs.
And can you talk about the progress of a couple of these young guys, a couple that stand out? Mukmadulin played a number of games, maybe Jack Thompson, Cagnoni, any of these very young guys. What did you see from them this year?
I thought Shaq was outstanding. I thought Thrunner as well took a big step playing against top guys. Kags, Tomer when he was here, even Carl hadn't played much, Schultz too. Huge progress in the young guys. A lot of maturity, making plays, being comfortable out there. It was fun to see and fun to be a part of.
When you look at where this team is headed, you look at the core, give you hope that next year could be the year you guys turn around getting in the playoffs?
I hope so. We'll see what happens in the offseason. The only thing the players can control is being ready for next year.
You mentioned just the only thing players can control. What do you see on the ice that maybe is needed in terms of maybe a style or an addition in terms of type of player?
I don't know. I don't know what we need. Our job is to be ready. The management's job is to get all the players that they think will help this team win.
I know you've dealt with that upper body injury pretty much the whole year. It's something you maybe played through here at the end. How important is this offseason for you in just recovering, and that way you can come back next year full health?
It's not necessarily just recovering. It's building, keeping pain-free, making sure I don't lose what I built over this last year. And now I know what I'm getting ready for. I know how to prepare. I know how to deal with it. So I'll be fine.
What does that involve when you say you're just knowing how to deal with this, whatever it is, just maybe a little bit better than the past?
It's a lot of rehab, a lot of stretching, physical therapy, exercises. So things I have to do on a daily basis in order to keep be in front of it.
That's kind of evolved over the years, right, in terms of your off-season?
Well, it's evolved. It's just when you play that long, a physical sport, the body at some point catches up to you.
How have you seen Ryan grow as a head coach this year? First-year head coach, youngest coach in the league. How did you see him sort of grow into that role this year?
Well, it's been a year. Give him more time, but I thought he was good. I think a coach at that age was helpful for the guys because he's younger than I am, so he kind of feels like he's one of the guys. I thought he was fun to be around, joking around with the guys, serious when he needed to be. He was fun to have around, and I'm sure this year for him helped him realize what he needs to do, and I'm sure it'll be even better next year.
And what's one thing that immediately needs improvement next year to win some of these close games?
Ask me in September. I'm sure the team will change quite a bit in September, so I'll see then. We need to score more. We need to allow. We can't allow too many goals. Special teams needs to be better.
You've seen a lot of groups, come and go. What is unique to this group, energy-wise, that they brought this season?
We're very young, very, very young. Mac and Will bring tons of childish energy in a sense. If you watch those guys warm up, I didn't do that at 19, but they're fun kids, good kids, great players, fun to have around. So it was a great. We had a lot of young guys, young energy, and it kind of helped me as well feel a lot younger than I am.
How did you see Mac and Will's friendship grow over the years? Last year they were, bitter rivals in college hockey, and now they're practically best friends.
Yeah, they're attached at the hip. Those two, they're fun. They're fun to mess around with. They love the game. They love to play. It's infectious. They're always smiling, goofing around. Good kids, and look forward to another year with them next year.
Mac just said he's going to go play at the Worlds this year in Sweden. What can a young guy get from that experience playing international hockey? And it's not quite the Olympics, but it's still a lot of veteran NHL players over there going.
It's good hockey.
Yeah.
He'll play first country, which he'll enjoy. It's not the Olympics, but it still is pretty good quality hockey. It's intense. It's another country. He'll probably play a lot, build experience, and then he'll also be in meaningful games, quarterfinals, semis, finals. So that'll help in the long run.
They'll get his foot in the door in terms of maybe being in the mix for an Olympic roster spot next year.
Maybe, yeah. I'm sure he wants to be in the mix for that. He's a good player. He'll probably be in the final number, like the final 50 or final 30, whatever it is. So yeah, if he works hard, he has a chance to be on a list or on the radar, of course.
How excited are you to see where his career goes from here, especially starting? He's got some experience now. He knows kind of a little bit what to expect. I mean, how excited are you just to see his future?
Well, it's bright. Just he will be a good player for a very long time. He's played 1 year, so let's not put too much pressure on him down the road. But he'll be a superstar in this league. He'll be one of, if not the Sharks' best player for the many, many years to come. And he was our best player this year. So if there's anybody that's putting pressure on himself, it's him to be better, to help this team make the playoffs. But it's 1 year. He's probably taking it a year at a time.
Obviously, Logan steps away here. Could you have imagined that you would be kind of the last of the golden age Sharks or whatever that's still here?
I didn't think about that. I just keep playing, enjoying, play as long as I can, and I'm sure in 20, 30 years from now there'll be another golden age of the Sharks when Mac and Smith and Askey, Shaq all decide to leave.
When you've been in the league a long time, you mentioned how infectious and how fun Mac and Will are as a veteran, and maybe some of the other veterans in the room. Did you guys ever do any Marc-Andre Fleury type pranks on them? Did you guys try to poke fun of them? Welcome to the NHL a little bit.
No. Other than maybe when they're in a cold tub splashing water on them. But no, I don't really prank like he does. But it's fun to have them around. Those two always have a smile on their face, always goofing around, makes things fun, loose on a practice day and a game day as well.
Do you think it helps? You mentioned right off the start, winning games is most important here. Does having that kind of get you excited for, if and when you guys do turn things around, that infection could be even more because you guys are winning?
Yeah, but it's a lot of what ifs. So, yeah, we want to win. I want to win. I've won. I've been in the playoffs here for many, many years, and I know the feeling, I know the crowd, I know the building, and we as players, the fans, deserve us to be back in the playoffs.
How much
you mentioned sorry, you mentioned being in a playoff being the bar. Given where the Sharks are today, what's a reasonable expectation for next year, in your opinion?
Next year to make the playoffs. Well, we've a couple years now. We've been at the bottom, so we've been at the bottom long enough. So yeah, next year would be playoffs, and it's not a big jump. If it's what ifs, but we're in close games. You need to win them, and if we're close, the games with Calgary were 1-goal games, and they were 3 points out of a playoff spot. So to Minnesota, we went to overtime. Vancouver, a couple close games, and they were almost in the playoffs, so it's not unreasonable.
How much do you still just love doing this? And after what, or do you reflect a little bit on it with what happened with Logan, just how it can get taken away too?
I can. When you play a long time, injuries happen. I'm dealing with one now, but I still play. I still love to play. And the young guys know. I was told when I came in, enjoy it. It goes by fast, and I tell them the same thing. And I didn't believe the players that told me, and now 19 years later, I'm here, and I have a lot less. I have very few years left compared to what I did. So I play as long as I can, as long as I still enjoy it, and I still do.
With that in mind, I know you said that, Mike, you players play and managers manage, but are you kind of just curious to see what moves are done this offseason to put this team in a better position to compete next year?
It'd be weird. My answer is not really. I do care. I care about winning. I care about making the playoffs, but it's kind of out of my hands. Whatever happens, happens. What I'm focused on is, being ready to go in September and starting the year, doing training camp, starting the year, and not being in the position I was this year.
Did it feel like you had to, jump on a moving train when you did get out on the line because you missed camp and so much time at the start of the year, I guess?
Well, it did feel like that, but it was okay because I worked hard to get back to that. I just don't want to do it again. I'd rather start the year with the guys, play more games, have a better rhythm than I did this year.
As a leader, as a very long, the longest tenured Shark, if someone does come to you and say, "Hey, Mark, the free agent or somebody, like, why should I come to San Jose?" What would be your pitch to that person?
Why should you come? Because we'll have a good team. I know it doesn't seem like it now, but it's a great city, great fans, good organization. And I've been here 19 years. I could tell them if I didn't like it, I'd be somewhere else. And first of all, I tell them we'll have a good team. I mean, guys want to play, guys want to win, and they come to teams that they think can have a chance to win. So if we attract guys and we say we'll be better and we're gonna, make the playoffs, and you say, okay, we have this guy, this guy, this guy, might attract guys.
So many teams tend to have
Last one here.
the Sharks on their no trade list, or just for whatever reason. I don't know if it's taxes or if it's just the Sharks are rebuilding. But how did the Sharks get to a place where they're not on those type of lists?
How do you know, Pete? They have them on their list.
Well, I mean,
Do they? Players have them on their list? I didn't know that. I mean, let's be honest. Guys have probably places like Buffalo on their list.
yeah.
Is it weather? Is it taxes? I don't know. Everyone has a preference of why. California has a high tax bracket. I love playing here. Every player is personal. I don't know why they would have it. They have some teams. A lot of players have 10 trade. I mean, if they have them, they have them. There's nothing I can do about it. You just have to attract a couple players. You don't have to attract them all.
Right.
But for me personally, I love playing here. I love the city, the fans. So if someone else has a no trade, I can't do anything about it. So.